This is Mike Aglila for StudentStock. Let's start where we left off on this last tutorial, where we're taking this $20 that we turned into a globe, and we're going to make it into that image that I showed earlier. So here's how you do it. First, you need to be able to find center. A lot of people don't know how to find center on their image. This is how to do it. Lasso tool, click Option, and click from corner to corner to corner, just like that. Let go and you'll see that your marching ants formed an X. So what I always do is I put my mouse right on that X. I do Command D. Actually, before you do that, make sure you go to the tool you're going to want to use, which is the elliptical marquee tool. And I put that right in the center there. Do Command D, marching ants disappear, but I'm dead center right now. Hold Option and Shift. You'll see that on the screen on how to do that on your keyboard. And I drag this till it's the same size as my globe. And I want to turn that into a layer. Command F. Next thing to do is I'm going to create a new file. So we'll go to File, New, and I'm going to make a file that size an 8x10 to put this globe of money into, making it 10 inches wide, 8 inches tall at a resolution of 300. Click OK. There it is. Next thing I need to do is I need to take the layer I created from this file and drag it into that photo. I need to separate the two to do that. So I click on this, make sure I can see this file right here, grab the layer and drag it into that file, and there it is. Next thing to do is take your image and you need to give it some shape. And again, let's take a look at that original file, what it looked like. This is what we are creating. So see how this we have a light to dark helping to round out the shape. Here's how you do that. Here's our image. I want marching ants back on here. So I click on Command, click on the layer, and there's the marching ants. I then move them just like that. I'm moving it just about leaving a little crescent moon of the Earth, and I need to feather that. So go under Select, Modify Feather, and depending on your file size, you'll choose your feather. This is that part in Photoshop where you can't get around experience. What size feather you need is always going to be determined by the file size. In this particular case, my best guess is about 77. Click OK. Now I want to darken this inner area. It's already a layer. There's the marching ants around it. I go to my brightness contrast, and I like to use Legacy. Legacy is how it used to work. They've changed brightness contrast, but here's the old style. And you can see as I turn it down, everything gets a little darker. I'll drop a little contrast out. Click OK, Command D, and you can see I've created a shape. Another little trick to make the shape even better is to put marching ants back around the layer by holding Command and clicking on the layer. Now I want to contract that. I'm going to zoom in here, let you folks take a look. See where those marching ants are on that edge? I'm going to go to Contract. You'll find that up in your toolbar. And I'm going to contract, like I've got here, 24 pixels. Now you notice that marching ants have moved in quite a bit. I'll zoom back out. Now what I'm doing is on this file, I'm going to feather it again. This time I'll feather it, my best guess is about 44. Say OK. And I want to just darken the outside edge. So I'm doing something called inverse. Go to Select. There's the word inverse. And when I do that, what we've done is we've created a file that is no longer the inside of the globe, but the outside from here. See the marching ants on the outer edge here? So I'm just going to be working on this outer part of this file. And I'm going to darken it. So go to Image, Adjust, Brightness, Contrast, use Legacy again, click Darkness, a little contrast, Command D, and you can see that shape, here's what it looked like before. You can see how much better of a shape that is, just by doing that little darkness. Next thing we're going to do is colorize the Earth, the globe of money. Command B for color balance, and we're on that same layer. Going to add a little red, add a little yellow, getting a little bit of a color feeling. Once we've got that, all we have to do is change our background to black. Click on your background, and lots of ways to do that. Let's do a fill. So we'll go to Edit, Fill. There it is, says black. Say OK, and we've got a nice black background ready for the sun to be added. I'll show you the rest of this on part 3 of this tutorial, so please come back and check that out, and we'll show you how to finish this image and make it look like this. It's Mike Aguilera for StudentStock. Hope to see you in a little bit.